Hi everybody, my name is Frank, and today I'm going to show you how I draw the female eye. And first of all, I start by drawing the upper arch. And there are many different shapes to the eye. I'm going to draw a diamond-shaped eye, and then I draw the lower arch. And as you can see, it's kind of in the shape of a diamond. But eyes come in all kinds of shapes, round, diamond, almond. But one of my favorites is the diamond shape eye. So once I get it like this, as you can see, it has the diamond shape. Then I'll do the upper lid, and it's kind of following the shape of the eye. And then I'll draw the round part, the iris. And then I'll draw the pupil right in the center of that. And then I'll draw this little circle here is going to be completely white, and that's going to be the highlight area. And there basically you have the shape of your eye, and it's, as you can see, it's slightly diamond shaped. You can do it really exaggerated like a diamond, or you can just do the light shape. It's all up to you. And then you can start the shading in. I'll always darken in the pupil completely. And then you can start the shading wherever you want. I'm going to start it on the iris, and I'm just going to do it very, very lightly. If you want the eyes to be like an dark brown eyes, this area will be very dark, almost completely black like that part. If you want dark brown eyes, or if you want lighter eyes, then just make the shading lighter. And then usually I put a very, very light shading on the entire white part of the eye. Just a very light shading right there. And that'll actually make that white part look even brighter. And then you're going to pay attention to the upper eyelid. It always casts a shadow on the upper part of the eye. So the eyelid will cast this shadow right here. So you'll always want to put this area here, shade it in a little bit more, a little bit darker, to indicate that. So a lot of people will just draw the eye and not pay attention to that, but that's one of the main parts about when you draw an eye is make sure you shade. The upper part of the eye is going to be shaded. It's going to be darker because it's being shaded by the upper eyelid. Always remember that. And then I'm going to shade in the eyelid. And doing the shading on the eye, it's going to look real depending on how much time you spend on it and how much shading, how much delicate shading you actually go in and do. Any type of drawing that you do will always be, the end product will depend on how much time you've spent on doing shading and the delicate work that you got to do. You can't just, draw it out and pretend it's ready. All the shading work that you do on it is going to show up on the end product. So it's the same thing with this. There's a lot of delicate areas that have to be shaded in. And the more time you take doing that, the better it will look. But it moves along quickly. It doesn't really take that long. I think doing the eyes is, for me, it's one of the fastest parts because they're so small. Basically, they're so small. It just, it doesn't take that long. But do take your time with the shading. And then we're going to put the eyelashes, and you sort of curve them together. Curve them up and then curve them together. That'll make them look a bit more real. And just go around the whole eye. And same thing with the bottom lashes. You can curve them together. Group them together like that, because eyelashes usually they come together like this. They're never just sticking out by themselves. That'll make them look very, very fake, very not real. And then I'll do a time lapse of this, showing you exactly how much shading I do, because I'm going to do a lot of shading on this eye and make it look as real as I possibly can. Not necessarily real, but as delicate. That's what the word I want to use. The delicate shading that I like to put into each piece will always show up. And when you're doing a drawing of a female, the eyes is a very important part, so make sure you do spend time on that. Spend a good amount of time on those delicate features and working them and fleshing them out. But basically there you have the shape of a diamond eye. And then you'll see the finished product when I go in and shade it in even more. Also, if you need help drawing the female face, this book right here that I did shows you how to draw the female face and the eyes, and it's called The Lost Art: How to Draw Fantasy Female Faces, and it's available on Amazon.com. And I have a whole chapter in here on how to draw the female eyes, showing you the steps that I take, and it also shows you the different types of eyes that there are. And it's available on Amazon.com.